Virgo. I was about to do this reading and I just had a sugar crash. So I was like, I gotta get some sugar. And I'm all about the chocolate. If we see I'm all in black, I got my black napkin and I got my chocolate pudding. So y'all gotta bear with me, Virgo. But we're gonna get into this real quick. Okay. Virgo. Remember at the beginning of the month, maybe some of you don't, or I said I wanted to do a series where we were gonna address why am I stuck? And I apologize for people that don't like to see people chew or whatever, because I have some friends that are real kind of anal with stuff like that, and then I have some friends that make money off of people just watching them eat chew. So I digress. This is going to be the series of why am I stuck, and it is going to be dealing with obstacles that are keeping you from moving forward or keeping you stagnant. Now, in some of the previous readings, we dealt with parent issues, father, mother, um, sexual abuse, physical abuse. I'm not really sure when I start where the messages are going to take me. So if you're in a state where you're feeling vulnerable and you know that you have some of these issues and you haven't dealt with them yet, or you don't feel like you're ready to deal with them yet, then don't look at this. Don't put yourself through it. I don't want you to be triggered. And I really, like I've been saying in a lot of videos, I don't want people to be hurt. So that's the disclaimer. If you're not ready to hear anything like that and you're afraid that it is going to trigger you, then don't go click on and look at another video. For those that are in a place of healing and they feel like they're ready to figure out what the origin is and how to work through it, then this is what this reading is going to address. Going to maybe teach you some places or show you some places where you need to do some work, where some healing is needed, possibly get some messages from spirit where they're even showing you how to move forward and get out of these energies. So with that being said, we're going to be using the Osho Zen Tarot, which I use for a lot of my psychological readings. Kind of addresses any type of mental blocks, mental illness, things that maybe are harder for people to deal with. It lets me know who the person is. And then we're going to be using Tough Shit Tarot. This is the deck that I use when people just need to be hit straight between the eyes. No chaser. We don't have time for BS. You got to hear it straight. So we're going to be using both of these to kind of give you a little bit of guidance of where you could be stuck and possibly how to move forward. Okay, Virgo? So what I'm going to do, let me see. I'm going to pull this down because a few people wanted to see me shuffle. And hold up, Virgo. Hold up. We got to get one more. Oh, yes. Sugar rush, sugar rush. Nothing like chocolate. Nothing. I don't do that vanilla shit. Chocolate. What is that pudding where they have the texture? I have a texture problem. Certain things that I can't put into my mouth, Virgo. They just like tapioca. Is that it? Tapioca. Oh, I cannot stand the way that feels. I had a friend make some one time and she was like, oh, it's homemade, it's the best. Oh, good God, I had to choke that shit down. All right, Virgo, here I go digressing again. Virgo, why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? I might have to do a time stamp on this so y'all don't have to deal with my shenanigans at the beginning. Virgo, spirit. Why is Virgo stuck? Why is Virgo stuck? One more time. All righty. We have exhaustion. We have totality. We have sorrow. We have aloneness. We have creativity. We have projection. We have experiencing. We have existence. And we have mind. Oh, one more spirit. Brightness. All right. So let's see. Tough Shit Tarot. Tough Shit Tarot. Why is Virgo stuck? Why is Virgo stuck? stuck, Spirit? Why? Okay. We have problems with love. We have not fitting in. We have overindulging in food or alcohol or drugs. We have high standards. We have taken on other people's shit or their problems. We have another card with love. So we might have to address that. Some of you may be having problems in your relationships, and it could be because of mother issues. Let's see one more. Imperfectionism. All right, so let's move you on up. Hello. How you doing, Virgo? How you doing? All right, that's how I be flirting too. What's up? So let's get into this. That's why I don't need to have sugar and then try to do a reading. I need at least 20 minutes to come back down because I get real stupid. Sugar, that's my high. So let's get into where do we want to start, Spirit? Existence. This card, and I've seen this on a couple of readings. I think Capricorn had it. I can't remember the other sign. This card is not feeling like, to me, you fit in. Like you belong somewhere else, or this world is not for you. Some of you literally may be feeling that I'm not connected. I don't feel connected. You could have these moments where you feel like you come from another planet. You come from a different era. You know, I have a friend that dresses like she's in the 1940s. She is constantly, the way she does her hair, her clothes, her jewelry, everything is 1940s. And if she could go back to the 1940s, she would. But for some of you, this literally is not feeling connected to where you are right now in life. So some of you could be having this issue where even with people, in cliques, in groups, I don't feel like I belong here. I don't feel like I'm connected to you. So some of you could be struggling with that. The projection card comes out where some of you are taking on, this is my empath card whenever I read it. And did I even write it on there? Taking on other people's emotions. Normally when I get a deck of cards, I don't ever look at the book. I tend to put keywords on the card that what it means to me so that I connect with it. Or if somebody else is looking at my deck, then they understand this is what I see it as. So some of you are empaths, or you could be dealing with taking on other people's identities. Maybe because you don't feel like you have your own. Why am I here? I don't know who I am. And so then we get over here with Jane or Billy Bob, and it's like, okay, if you see the faces are coming at where she may take on his characteristics, he may take on her characteristics. So some of you may be picking up other people's vibes and using that, but maybe it's not your own. For some of you with the exhaustion card, this may be a way of life for you, and it could be becoming mentally and spiritually tiring for you. Trying to be what maybe other people are, or either just getting in environments where somebody's depressed and all of a sudden now you're depressed. Somebody's upset. Now all of a sudden you're upset. You know, it's shared emotions. And it could be because maybe you're coming from a place where you don't feel grounded. It is showing for some of you, this may make it awkward for you with love. You could have problems with relationships because you're taking on somebody else's energy. You live with somebody and they have certain ways that they express their emotions. And then next thing you know, you're doing it the same way, but maybe it feels uncomfortable for you because it's not who you are. But there could be a part of you that's trying to figure out who you are. Where do I fit in with this? So some of you may be struggling with knowing yourself, becoming more authentic. Being an empath, it makes it really hard because you tend to absorb other people's emotions. And a lot of people throw this word around a lot. Not everybody's an empath. Some people are just very compassionate. But you do have some people that are true empaths, and you can tell When you date them, or when you date, you tend to take on characteristics of the person that you're dating. Oh, you like corn, I like corn, this is your type of music. Things that maybe you weren't into, but then you start to merge with this person and you lose yourself. And that could be the problem what some of you are doing. You're losing yourself in other people. Maybe because you never knew who you were in the first place. So your whole life you may have used this as a way to survive. Oh, Sharon does this, it works for her, so I'm going to emulate that, and that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to be okay because she is. With the tough shit tarot, there's this feeling of not fitting in, not being connected to people, not feeling validated, not knowing yourself. There could be issues with self-love, and that's why it could be very detrimental for you in relationships. Some of you may be finding yourself in one-sided relationships where you feel like you're putting everything in and you're not getting everything back. It's not reciprocated. Some of you could be going the opposite extreme where you actually start controlling a relationship out of fear that you're going to be seen for who you really are. I don't want you to see who I am, so I'm going to show you things, or either I'm going to start telling you who I am, and I need you to follow that. But there could be conflicts because somebody could be trying to see you and they're realizing, you know what, maybe I'm not connecting with it. There may be something wrong with this person. I don't know what they want. I don't know if they know what they want. So some of you could be having some weird situations in a relationship where you don't feel comfortable. There is this thing where it is looking for love, but not knowing how to attain it. Because maybe you don't love yourself. There could have been issues with a mother who didn't teach you love, who didn't give you proper love, who didn't nurture you. And for some of you, you took it one way or the other. Either you became overly accommodating and nurturing because you created this because that was normal. Maybe you saw that on a TV show, or you saw that in people around you, where like, okay, this is how you're supposed to love people. I didn't get this in my household, but I kind of get the idea of how I'm supposed to love people. And then that's what you became. And then for some of you, you're literally like, okay, this person, I'm in a relationship and they're trying to love me. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know how to reciprocate this. So we have two splits. Some of you, because of rejection by a mother figure, whether this was your biological mother, foster mother, adopted mother, or somebody that was just a mother figure to you, could even be a male that you wanted to be nurtured by, but they didn't nurture you. And there's a fear of rejection and abandonment. Why are you going to leave me? If you see me, will you leave me? If you realize that I'm not comfortable with myself, or I don't really know who I am, will you stay with me? And for some of you, it's making your relationships awkward because it's either causing you to be very codependent or attaching quickly, or either I don't want to be loved because I don't want you to see who I am. There's a fear of rejection. And some of you have to be really careful that you don't become narcissistic or overly controlling in a relationship, because you're trying to navigate or manipulate how you're being seen, because you don't want to be seen for who you really are, because maybe you feel like it's not good enough. It's showing that some of you may have been taught something from a mother figure that wasn't healthy, and you're still kind of holding on to that. This could have been somebody that was like, you ain't shit, you never gonna be shit, this could have been somebody that was like, I even wished I never had you type of vibe. For some of you, you really dealt with somebody that was mean, abusive, emotionally abusive. And for some of you, you may find yourself in friendships or relationships that mimic this. There's a lot of self blame and pity, hurt, sorrow. Somebody fucked up your inner child, your childhood with some type of dysfunction. And some of you are looking at yourself and going, this is why I am the way I am, because I was no good, because I'm not worthy. I'm not. Oh, this is hard, Virgo. This is hard. I'm so sorry. For some of you, this was just very abusive. Somebody just tore you apart, and then they abandoned you, or rejected you, made you feel unlovable. And that could be where this trying to connect with people and merge with people comes from. Because something was damaged almost to the point where it's like, can I repair this shit? Can I fix it? Some of you might not even be talking to this person at this point in your life. You may not even have a relationship with them. For some of you, you could be trying, because you could be in this healing process where there's pain. You know there's pain. I feel it. And you're exhausted. Maybe you've talked to this person before. Maybe you've tried to work this out with this person before. And they keep putting the blame on you. They're not being accountable for what they did. And there's sorrow, there's grief. Some of you are grieving a parent relationship that has to die. It has to die. You're exhausted. It's like, I have to pull away. I can't put any more energy into this. It's just too painful. So I need to be alone. I need to go into hermit mode. I need to separate myself so that I can find the light. That's what this person is looking for. They're looking for the light. They're tired. Whether this is with a parent figure, and that's where the origin is. For a lot of you, it's mommy issues, or somebody that you felt like was supposed to take care of you, protect you, and nurture you, and they didn't. God damn it. I just realized why this is connecting and hitting me so hard. My Venus is in Virgo. I grew up with a relationship where I felt like I could have been nurtured more, but I wasn't. I've healed from trying to correct issues with mother images, mother figures. I'm not in this phase anymore where it's exhausted. I'm not in the pain. Maybe I am. Maybe I am, because I got some tears coming. So let me rephrase that. Maybe I'm working through this. The exhaustion, I don't think is, I don't feel like I'm putting in anything extra. I've come to this place, but maybe I'm in the grieving stage. We have blame. It's my fault. Then we have self-pity. Woe is me. Maybe my mama didn't love me. Maybe my daddy didn't love me. Maybe my aunt didn't love me. Maybe I didn't get the love I needed. Maybe I didn't get what I needed from somebody at a point in my life where it was important. And then we have grieving. So maybe that's where I am. Maybe that's where we are, grieving. But we're creating something. We're creating something new. For some of us, there's this ripening that's happening where things are starting to, what would it be, reaping what you sow, connecting on a level where planted some good seeds, and now I'm starting to see the fruit of my work. My harvest is coming. For some of us, there's a connection with nature. Maybe we need to get back into nature. Maybe we need to plant a garden, nurture something, protect something. For some of you, this may be your children. For some of you, if you don't have children, this could be you connecting with something that you're creating, you're growing, you're nurturing to fruition. For some of you, you could be overthinking this change that's happening. Definitely shows you moving. You could be going through the stages of grief, pain, anger, crying, before you come out the end of the tunnel and you're realizing, that I'm moving towards a different direction. I'm moving towards the light. This person is walking towards it. What is that movie? Go into the light, Caroline. Go into the light. Or was it Don't Go Into the Light? I can't remember Poltergeist. I need to look at that movie again. I reference it so much, and I don't know what the fuck was she going into the light, going out the light. Y'all let me know in the comments. No, I think it was Don't Go Into the Light, right? Oh, Lord have mercy, Virgo. I feel like why I keep getting off track is because this is triggering me. It's triggering me. Spirit is like you're being triggered because you keep going off track. You keep going off track. Let's get back on track. Let's get through this shit, Virgo. We got this shit. We got this. So we're moving into the light. We're moving into the light. The thing is showing that we're overthinking this change that's coming. Should I be doing this? Is this the right thing for me to do? Yeah, it is, because we're finding ourselves. We didn't know where we were, but now we're finding ourselves. So it's showing that maybe we need to pull away. We need to sever ties. We need to, whether this is within your family, within your friendships, we need to sever ties to find ourselves, to go through these stages so that we come out to understand ourselves as empath and set proper boundaries. No, I can't do this for you. No, I'm sorry, I'm busy today. I can't help you out. And understanding that not everybody's problem is your problem, because here we have the challenges of dealing with shit that's not your shit. Fuck it. That's the name of the card. Fuck it. It's not my shit. You don't have gas in your car. You got a job. Why you don't have gas in your car? I need my money to put gas in my car. You want to come and lay out all your problems on my shoulders and cry and everything like that. And whenever I want to do it, you're not there for me. You're not reciprocating. No, I can't do this for you anymore. It's saying give yourself permission to walk away. Walk away from shit that no longer defines the person that you are creating, the person that you are becoming. Not taking on somebody else's energy, but creating who you are in your life. Letting go of other people's problems. Letting go of these outdated childhood beliefs that you were taught. Letting go that maybe you need somebody outside of you to nurture you. Maybe this is, going on a spiritual journey, getting massages, going on a retreat, connecting with your soul family, figuring out ways to nurture yourself, or to nurture that child that didn't feel like they got what they needed. Some of you may have grown up with very high standards, and it looks like it could have come from this influence of this mother or this parent or this person that raised you. They may have an over exaggerated sense of self. And maybe some of you felt like, to live up to this person and to do some of these things, that I have to be like this. I have to. But it's hard when you don't know who you are. You're having somebody at a young age telling a child, This is who you're going to be. It's the equivalent of me looking at my child and saying, you're going to be a doctor. I don't care what else you want. I don't care what your dream is or whatever. You're going to be a doctor. I will not accept less. And I have friends that have parents like that. They tell you who you are and who you're going to be. And then you have a person who lives their whole life trying to live up to that expectation, only to find out that's not what they want to be. I don't like blood. I don't want to cut up on people. I don't want to listen to people's problems. That's not who I am. So some people, they don't realize that they tend to do that to their children, and in turn then you do it to your children. I remember one time when Jasmine was 7, she said, she goes, I want to be a chef. And I was like, okay. And I went and bought all these cookbooks because she wanted to be a chef. And then she came forward and she said she wanted to be a singer. So I was like, okay. Put her in the choir, the glee club or whatever, went to all her performances and supported everything, clapped for us, and roses and balloons like she was on the opera stage. And then she shifted and she goes, I want to be a makeup artist. Okay, let's find you makeup classes. Let's, open that door for you. Let's introduce you to people. Start your YouTube. And so far we're stuck on the makeup artist. The important thing is that I let her decide what her destiny is. It has nothing to do with me. At the end of the day, I'm going to be gone and she's going to be here living her life. So it has to be what she wants. But some of you didn't have that opportunity. You may have had somebody who poured something into you. This is what you have to be. And that's why some of you are having a hard time feeling like you don't fit in. You don't connect. Because you're putting yourself in a box that somebody else created for you, and you're trying to live out that whatever it is, and you're not happy. You're overthinking it. You're exhausted. For some of you, this card is experiencing. It's about putting yourself out there and experiencing a life that you create, not what somebody else wants, not being manipulated or going up for other people's feelings because maybe you're an empath or you're somebody who is very compassionate or you're very soft spoken. So it's like, oh, I'm just going to defer to what you want, knowing goddamn well that that's not what you want. If it was, you wouldn't overthink it. You wouldn't be tired. If it's what you want it to be, if it's what you wanted to do, you wouldn't feel stuck. You wouldn't feel exhausted. You wouldn't feel like you're not fitting in. You wouldn't be dealing with addictions, overeating, sex addiction, drug addiction, because you're self-medicating for something that you don't want. You're unhappy with an aspect of your life and it's causing you to self-medicate. And you got to be honest with yourself. Is it my shit or is it his shit? Am I taking on this other stuff and this is really not who I am? The existence card, you have the ability to say who you are. This is who I am. This is my name. This is what I want to do. My name is Tanya. I'm a voodoo priestess. I do readings on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. A lot of people don't understand that shit, but I don't give a fuck because that's who I am. I decided who I am. I created my life. I'm experiencing my life. And when I leave this planet, this world, I'm going to say I enjoyed my life on my terms. Some of you are going to have to come to that, Virgo. You may have to pull away to get it, though. You may have to pull away and do some healing. For some of you, I would say therapy, but I feel like for a lot of you possibly could come to this on your own. Therapy helped me. It really did. I hated the mommy issue series. I hated it, but I got through it. But it opened my eyes to some negative behavior that I was allowing. Had to be honest about it. Couldn't put everything on the mama. Had to be accountable for my shit in it too. And in that turn, created a better relationship with my mother because I took responsibility for my life. All right, Virgo? Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. I'm gonna have to go back in and look at this. It triggered me. I was thinking I was gonna have a goddamn full blown breakdown on this shit, but I prevailed, and I'm gonna eat me some more chocolate pudding, and I'm gonna be all right. God damn it.